Let's talk about the top credit unions offering low rate personal loans this year. So, if you're looking for a personal loan, you have the possibility to go to a credit union, to go to a traditional bank, to go to an online lender, or to even go to an alternative lender. So, in today's conversation, I want to focus on credit unions. So, number one, I want you to think about service credit union. And service credit union has been around for a while. And what I love about service credit union is that they are really fast and they give you a loan amount that goes all the way to $50,000. Okay. So you have the possibility to get up to $50,000. The only thing is that basically service credit union is kind of similar to Navy Fed. I'll speak about Navy Fed a little on, but service credit union wants you to really be affiliated with the military. So if you're working for the military, if you're working for the armed forces, if you have some kind of a biological relationship to somebody who works for the military, or you even are in an area that the military covers, that a military base covers, then you're really you are eligible to qualify. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Now, if you're not affiliated with the military, if you have no affiliation with the armed forces, with the Pentagon and DoD, all those institutions, you have the possibility to also apply for membership by becoming a member. For if you can become a member of the ACC or the FFA. So ACC stands for the American Consumer Council. FFA stands for the Financial Fitness Association. So those are cool because you don't need to live in a specific area to actually qualify for a membership because those are nonprofits. So you can donate $5 a year. You can donate $5 or pay $5 a year as a member of those nonprofits, and that gives you automatically access to becoming access to service credit union membership. Okay, so we're looking at $1,000 to $50,000, 24 to 60 months. So that's 12. That's 2 years, 2 or 5 years. Okay, and that's kind of cool. So you have a wide range of loan approval, and you also have a quick approval process. So this is really good. So Service is the first top credit union offering low rate personal loans this year. Another top credit union that offers a low rate personal loans that I love personally is actually PenFed. And PenFed is really cool because it's a major credit union. Okay, and the cool thing is that they actually are open. The credit union, this credit union, is open to everybody. So PenFed a couple of years ago used to be open only to folks with the military with an affiliation with the military. But nowadays, PenFed actually is open to everybody. So regardless of your location, your geography, your personal profile, how much money you're making, you can qualify for membership. Now, once you qualify for membership, you can actually pre-qualify for a personal loan. So the personal loan at PenFed, unlike what you have at Service, PenFed allows you to have a soft pull. Okay, so you have a pre-qualification process where you can see how much you can see how much potentially PenFed can give you before actually applying for real. Okay, so this is kind of cool. And PenFed does something that I love also is that they allow co-borrowers. Co-borrowers are pretty important because in this economy, not everybody has a good credit score. Okay, and especially during COVID, when some people lost their jobs, some people defaulted on loans or credit cards, and they had their credit score dip. Okay, so if your credit score is kind of low right now and you want to really increase your chances of approval at PenFed, you can apply with a co-borrower. Okay, so you can do so to improve your approval odds. And with PenFed, you have loan amounts from $600 to $50,000, and we are speaking about 1 to 5 years. So kind of similar to Service. The only thing is the lower portion of the loan interval is lower, so 600, whereas a Service is giving you $1,000. Okay, and also basically there is no prepayment penalty or origination fee. So PenFed is really cool in that sense. And the only thing is that PenFed does charge a late fee. Okay, so if you go to PenFed, it's just better to have a auto pay. That way, the money is coming out of your account. So if God forbid you forgot to pay, at least the money will come out automatically. So another credit union that's really great in terms of a low rate personal loan is Alliance. And Alliance has been around for a while. Also, I love Alliance also because Alliance gives you a large loan amount. So whereas PenFed and Service we're giving you 50K maximum, Align is really going all the way. Align is giving you $100,000. Okay, that's the maximum you can get through Align. So the minimum loan you can get through this institution is $1,000. So $1,000 all the way to $100,000. Okay, and the repayment window is actually 1 to 5 years. Okay, so that's kind of cool because it gives you flexibility, and also Aligned is great for a same day approval. Okay, and funding. So if you meet all their requirements, their eligibility criteria, they can fund you. They can actually approve you and fund you on the same day. Okay, which is really good because which is really fast also for a traditional lender such as a credit union. Usually, credit unions and banks take days. It can be 1 to 2 weeks for approval and funding, but Alliant actually has a shortcut, has created a shortcut through the process, and so we're looking at $1,000 to $100,000. And Alliant is in by offering a personal loan with a maximum amount of $100,000. Is in a pretty exclusive club of lenders, of personal lenders that give you a maximum loan amount of $100,000. Because besides Alliance, you only have three other players, if memory serves me correctly, three other players that actually offer such a large loan amounts. By the way, you have I think it's 3 or 4 lenders, but three I'm sure. Like you have SoFi. SoFi gives you a maximum loan amount of $100,000. You also have Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo, the traditional SoFi is an online lender, so they give you $100,000. Wells Fargo, a traditional bank, gives you also a maximum loan amount of $100,000. And the other player that I can remember from memory that gives you $100,000 is Lightstream. So Lightstream is the online arm of Truist Bank. Okay, Truist Bank is your traditional retail bank, but their Lightstream arm gives you a maximum loan amount of $100,000. But the cool thing is with ACU, there are no origination or prepayment fees, and you also have a debt protection program available. Okay, that's really cool from a flexibility point of view. So if you're looking for a quick approval and funding, go to Alliance. Next, I want to talk to you about Connexus. So if you are looking for a top credit union that offers, I would say, a low rate personal loan, go to this lender, Connexus. Okay, and the cool thing about Connexus is that you have flexibility also, and Connexus is kind of similar to Align in the sense that they are pretty flexible. And one thing I want to say is that with Connexus, you do have access to lower loan amounts, but at least they're fast. Okay, especially if you have good credit and you really get some kind of if you prioritize good customer service, Connexus can help you. Now, Connexus gives you $2,500 to $25,000 and to be repaid over 24 months to 84 months. So we're looking at 2 years all the way to 7 years. Okay. And also, the cool thing is that you are able to receive a bonus of $150 back into a Connexus savings account on eligible loan amounts and terms. Okay, so that's actually a good way for Connexus to incentivize potential borrowers. Okay, so when you think about Connexus overall, remember the low minimum APR that they're charging you. You if you're lucky, you can even get an APR in single digits, a low minimum APR. Okay, and you have rate discounts for automatic payments and existing credit union members. So again, all those credit unions that I'm telling you, from Service to PenFed to Alliant to Connexus, you can qualify for membership without being in a region, without being in a certain profession, or without having any, without meeting any type of condition. Okay, so they are all open to everybody. Only thing is that basically, when it comes to the drawbacks that you have with Connexus, Connexus doesn't have large loan amounts. Right? Can you imagine that? 25 grand. That's the maximum they're giving you. Whereas a line is giving you $100,000, benefit is giving you 50K, service is giving you 50K, but Connexus is giving you like half the amount that you're getting with benefit or service, and you is giving you a one fourth of the amount you're getting with the line. So if you're looking for a large loan, you do not want to go with Connexus. Connexus is not going to give you what you want. The next credit union that offers a low rate personal loan that I want you to really consider this year is actually the top credit union in this industry, one of the best, and that's Navy Fed. Navy Fed is actually one of the best, one of the top credit unions, not just nationally but also globally. Okay, the reason is that if you look at their asset base, you look at their number of branches, you look at their member count, they're growing all the time, and it's one of the best credit unions for all kinds of members. The only problem, the only condition is you have to be affiliated with the military. So Navy Fed is kind of similar to Service, but Service allows you to actually to bypass the military affiliation thing and still qualify. If you're a member of the, like I said before, if you're a member of the AFF, okay, or I mean, sorry, member of the ACC or FFA. But Navy Fed doesn't give you those shortcuts. Navy Fed, either you're part of either you are affiliated with the military through family, through your work, through your geography, or you can be a member. Okay, so it's and Navy Fed actually gives you a loan amount that starts at $250 and goes all the way to $50,000. So we're looking at $250 to all the way to 20 to all the way to $50,000 to be paid over 1 year to 5 years. Okay, and the only thing is that basically when you think about Navy Fed, just remember that you have to first actually apply to be a member, be approved to be a member before you can apply for a personal loan. Also, Navy Fed, unlike Penn Fed, doesn't have a soft credit check process. So when you apply for a loan at Navy Fed, you just get ready. Just prepare yourself to receive a hard pull right away. They don't do a soft pull. So something to really remember. Okay, but cool thing is there are no origination or prepayment fees. You have small loan amounts available as well as large, right? $250 all the way to $50,000. So this is really cool. If you're looking for a top credit union offering a low rate personal loans, I want you to think about First Tech. And First Tech is really interesting in the sense that basically this credit union is open to anybody. So you don't have to be working in tech, not like you don't have to have a tech job, like an IT job, to qualify for First Tech. Okay, First Tech is just a name, just a name. So this credit union is open to everybody in the country. Okay, and if you're looking for a personal loan from a credit union to be repaid over a long period, go with First Tech because First Tech is giving you a maximum repayment window of 84 months. That's 7 years. That's really cool. And so their repayment window actually goes from 6 months all the way to 84 months. And loan amounts actually go from $500 to $50,000. Okay, that's really cool. And First Tech allows you to get funded same day. So if you let's say you apply you apply for a first tech personal loan by 9 a.m. Eastern, you could be funded. You could be approved around noon and be funded around 5 p.m. So you have a 24 hour turnaround. Okay, same day funding. That's really good. And with First Tech, you have a wide range of loan amounts. You have extra long-term lengths available. That's really cool from a flexibility point of view. And there are no prepayment penalties or origination fees. Okay. So overall, the cool thing is that you have to really make sure that you are looking like you go to their website, or you can even download, you can install their app on your phone and really go through the phone too. I've heard, I didn't verify that, but I've heard that they may have from time to time a soft pull process if you apply through their mobile app. So maybe it's something to really check. So if you're really interested in actually getting a loan from First Tech, it's just maybe better to call them over the phone and ask all questions that you have before applying, including whether or not they have a pre-qualification process in place so that you don't really endanger, you don't really reduce your FICO score unnecessarily before actually going through their underwriting process. So that those are the top six credit unions offering a low rate personal loans this year. Okay, Service, PenFed, Alliance, Connexus, Navy Fed, and First Tech. Now, how do you actually? Let me just share with you a little strategy to have if you are going to apply for a low rate personal loan at a credit union. The first thing is that just make sure that you are eligible. Okay, like you saw, the out of the six credit unions that I just shared with you today, only Navy Fed is having a restriction in terms of eligibility membership eligibility, right? So check your eligibility. If you are going for a personal loan at a credit union, they want you to be affiliated with the armed forces. If you don't have that affiliation, look elsewhere. You have thousands of lenders on the market here. Also, pay attention to their credit score requirements. Some credit unions will say, "Listen, we will only fund borrowers that have borrowers who have a FICO score starting at 600." If for any reason you feel like your FICO score is below 600, don't apply at that credit union because they will deny you anyway. Okay. You also want to pay attention to interest rates and fees. Usually, credit unions do not charge fees because they're basically, I would say, trying to serve their members. Okay, so they're not really looking at their members as clients. So they're not really trying to make money off of their clients. So, but still, you want to check what the conditions are in terms of pricing. Look at the loan amounts and terms. Okay, if you're looking for a large loan amount, there is no question about it. You have to go to Alliance. If you want to go, if you're looking for something above $50,000, go for Alliance. Okay, because it's the only credit union that actually has this large, I would say, large loan amount. You also have to understand that if you don't get approved at a credit union for a low rate personal loan, you don't have to despair. You can try traditional banks. You can try peer-to-peer lending. Okay. So if you go to peer-to-peer lending, such as a Lending Tree or Prosper Loans, you have the possibility to get approved, but with a higher APR though. You can also try online lenders. Like I told you a little earlier, you have an online lender such as SoFi offering you up to $100,000. So that gives you a lot of flexibility. So in conclusion to this conversation, I'll talk to you about the top credit unions offering low rate personal loans. So those top credit unions include Service, PenFed, Alliance, Connexus, Navy Fed, and First Tech. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.